Anthony Ferraro, Dan Mancina. Two blind guys collide to bring you Four Bad Eyes Podcast.
Four Bad Eyes, here we
Four
are.
Bad Eyes, here we go, we're back,
Hey.
here we go, we're back, and we're going inside, and we're back, 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 and we're back.
Backstreet Boys, come on.
Back. Yeah. Four Bad Eyes. No, I don't know.
Woo.
Here we go. It's a beautiful.
Guest today is nobody.
Yo! Don't say that. Don't even say the word. Don't say the G word, dude. No guest today. It's just me and Ant again. Because we're far apart.
Far apart.
Probably about, how many miles were we apart? I'd say maybe
What miles is that?
500.
You think so?
Here to Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
700, 800? Man. 13 hours?
Yeah. 13 hours.
Right? Is that how long it takes?
No, it's like 9 hours. 10 hours. 10 hours.
Oh, so
Yeah, it's like 8 to Ohio and then 2 more to you.
we're like 500 miles away, maybe?
I don't know. I don't drive. I'm the worst
Because, baby,
passenger,
I'm a
dude. I have something called
firework.
carcolepsy.
I know, you've talked about this. You go sleepy.
CP, there's this song.
You're like a baby in a car seat.
There's this song Kelly's been blasting in the car. It's like, it's like, it's something about like, I miss the potholes so you can sleep fine. Or something.
What is it, a TikTok song?
Yes.
TikTok radio?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be a joke, or is it like a serious like lyric?
No, it's like a serious song about.
Okay, I was that kind of sounds like an emo-y line, like
Yeah.
I miss the potholes so you
Fell in
can
love with
sleep.
emo girl. It's a song. Catch anything? You go fishing?
I didn't. It was rain. It kind of started raining.
You didn't go?
Dude, crazy stuff has been happening when I've been fishing.
What?
Well, I like spit in the water, and like a fish straight jumped at like right in front of my feet, like at my feet, and like sucked my spit up. I'm like, what the hell? That was kind of weird. And then last night, I'm fishing away, and then I hear like something. There's like these tall reeds over my head high, from like probably at least 20 feet from the shore into water, and I'm on this little dock that goes out. Like so, like left of me is all reeds, and right of me is all reeds. I'm on this little dock, right? Mm-hmm. And I hear something walking in the water, like through the reeds, like just kind of trolling its way. I'm like, oh, it's probably a skunk. I'm like, I'll just chill. I'm like super quiet, just fishing. And then I hear it getting close. I'm like, all right, this is probably it's either a skunk, like a raccoon. And I was like, I do not want it to be a skunk and spray me. So I like whistled, like, hey! like, like right when I do that, like I've got this rubber frog in the water. A fish hits my lure that exact time. So I try to set my hook. I missed that fish, and like really, and then like I didn't even hear what happened to the animal behind me, but I didn't hear it again after that.
No.
And then another thing happened that had never happened before. On the dock, I'm sitting there, and I hear a fish jump out of the water and land like on shore, like in these tall reeds, like right next to the dock, and I hear it like flopping like on the land. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it jumped out like a beached whale. It was like flopping. I was like, oh, dude, do I have to stick my hand in these freaking reeds right now to find this thing?
It was
Did
on
not
the
want
hook,
to.
though?
No, it was just next to me. I'm fishing in front of me.
Jumped out of water?
It jumped like out of the water to get this frog and was just flopping. Like, I could hear it was like probably like an inch or two of water. It's like it almost killed itself trying to get a meal and flopped in.
I've never seen a fish come out of water on the side. Like,
I've never seen that happen before either. I was like, what the hell is going on here tonight, dude?
That's unheard of.
Friday the 13th. That was yesterday. Friday the 13th.
I know, that bugged me out when I saw that. Are you superstitious?
No, I have been more recently, though. I was a little superstitious yesterday.
No, you are a little superstitious with weird things, though.
A little bit, but not like that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, no.
Like, I was using the saw and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm going to cut my finger off on Friday the 13th.
No, you're going to cut your thumb off.
Yeah.
Wait, dude, that freaks me out when you're out by yourself and you just hear things like in the bushes and stuff.
Yeah, it was the creatures were out last night, dude.
When I lived in California, you would hear like on the farms, you would hear like the deers just walking around at night. That was actually really cool because you'd know it was the deer by the way it would walk.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I couldn't tell this was a deer. I don't think it was because it would have been moving the reeds more.
No,
this thing was like
that close to you. I don't think
it was close. Well, the deer. I mean, I've had deer walk like up on me, pretty close, just chilling out there. Like when I was ice fishing, I had the deer come out on the ice. I heard the little hooves on the ice.
No.
I heard it mashing through the reeds. I'm like, oh, what the hell? It's probably a deer. And then I hear its little hooves on the ice. Like, I was like, what the hell's going on? But I think it was too. I mean, I could only hear its little feet in the water sloshing. I couldn't hear it like moving the reeds. So I don't know what the hell it was. This was yesterday, but that thing that was like it was getting really close. So I'm like, this thing is getting way too close, and I am getting creeped out.
Comfort.
And I don't want to get sprayed by a skunk. There's a lot of skunks out there.
Is there in Michigan by you?
By here, I smell them all the time. I don't know if it's just like the wetlands that they like to chill in, and that they just feed on the little frogs and stuff all in there. But I don't know.
Is that what skunks eat? What does a skunk?
Yeah, I think
like?
they eat like insects and bugs and frogs and stuff like that.
Like, do they really have that white stripe? That like?
Yeah, I think they have two white stripes. So like right down the middle of their back is a black stripe, and then on the right and left is like a white stripe. They're so cool looking. It goes all the way down their tail.
That's crazy. They have really long tails, right?
They're like averagey, like proportional to like what a dog would have that size, you know?
Ooh, I don't think I told this story on here. Delta, one night we were walking her, and there's a couple, like maybe one or two skunks around here. There's also a fox that like she bugs out about. And one night we're walking, and she's like chasing this thing under the car. There's something under the car, and we don't know what it was. It was like we thought it was a baby, like a cat or something.
Yeah.
And she's going, and all of a sudden, you just hear the spray.
Oh,
like that sound of the spray, and I've never heard a skunk sprayer before.
Actually, what does it sound like? I don't have it either.
Like,
it was literally like
it was so loud too. It was like really intense, but I didn't smell anything. So I was like, "What is going?" And I was like, as the second I heard, I was like,
"Oh, was it a baby skunk?"
I was like, "No, Delta, no! Like we're gonna have to give her a tomato bath or whatever."
Yeah.
And I just did not want to deal with that, and like my heart just sunk. And we go over. It turned out it was a baby skunk, and the sprayer
have
like they
full-on glands.
Yeah, it didn't have the thing, but it was so sketchy.
I never heard it spray before. That's cool.
It was intense.
That is cool.
Yeah, another time we were walking, there was the fox, and she bugged out. Like I've never seen her be such a protector. Like she wouldn't let us get in between her and the fox.
Damn. Dude, I was 3 days ago? I was working in the yard. I'm clearing all this brush out, which I got an insane amount of poison ivy all over my body. Either poison ivy or poison oak. My arms are just covered in like freaking nasty bumps and crap.
Oh. Your arm, yeah, show them to the cam.
Pretty. It's like, I don't know if you can see. This is actually better now.
Yeah.
My lady's arms are like, oh my god, she looks like a freaking burn
boils.
victim, dude. It's bad. She got it. Well, she has like sensitive skin, as is. She was like picking weeds the last year, and like broke out in like a rash. So I mean, she was all tore up. She's still it's been a freaking mess. But the other day, I'm like,
to hit your mic. I think you're like hitting your.
Keep bumping it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
Your table.
I'm out there like 3 days ago doing all this stuff, and there's this giant hole that Otter dug. I'm on my hands and knees, and I'm filling this hole, and it's like knee deep. I'm filling this hole, and I hear like something running around like in the woods behind me. And then Heather comes outside, and I ask her a question or something like that. And she's like, "Oh, there's a fox over here just staring at you, like wants to play with you or something like that." So I'm just filling this hole, and there's a little fox that keeps running around me. Like, so yeah, he's just staring at you.
Like mad close.
Like a little, like probably like 10 feet. Pretty close. Maybe 20 feet. Yeah, probably 20 feet. just chilling there. Just
I always
staring at
wonder
me.
like what's
The
gonna
little
happen.
foxes are cute. They're curious little buggers.
Yeah, they're like, I think if it's daytime, I heard something like if a fox is out in daytime, they're like usually have a lot of diseases.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah,
Oh,
if
that's
they're
not
around
good.
people and stuff because they're really like desperate for some like, they're just like, and
Yeah, I guess maybe like in the wild, probably. But like, I guess if it's domesticated, I've seen a lot of foxes just chilling, like in the suburbs,
Delta got slapped by a swan.
slapped by her
Dude.
wing, by the wing.
Yeah, so we were at the park and
I hate swans.
she was a little puppy, and we're just walking her around and there's the swans out, and I guess it was like mating season or something. Like they had their kids and they were being real protective.
Yeah, they go crazy. They're
And
dicks.
dude, I didn't know this. My buddy
fucking
was telling
hate
me
swans
that,
and geese, dude.
dude, swans used to like attack people here.
Yeah, they'll take your eye out, dude. I will choke a swan out though.
The thing reached back. Delta like went to say hi to it. It reached back and slapped her. She literally did like a flip, and she was like, "Oh,
Oh,
I felt
yeah,
so
they're
bad.
they're real vicious.
Yeah, gnarly little bugger."
I think I told this last year. Yeah, I've been fishing. The geese come up on me. I hear them like swim. Like, is that a kayak? You just hear like water kind of
And then
treading
they
lightly,
flap real crazy, right?
and they're just like, I'm like, yo, what's up? And then you hear "Rah!" or something fucking crazy. Like, God damn it, stupid fucking geese.
Oh man.
But they go crazy when you're near their little nest, their eggs, you know.
Yeah, that's when they
Rightfully so, I guess. But
mama bear.
them swans, they're cute, but they're fucking vicious.
Do you like? Are you a type of person that gets
Eat
scared?
swan? Oh yeah.
No, gets scared.
Yes.
Like, do you ever freak?
You know
yourself
I'm a
out?
scaredy cat.
You know, dude. Can you recall a time that you've been like terrified?
Genuinely terrified.
Yeah.
No, not like. I don't think so.
My
not
fear
like
comes from me
genuinely
just freaking
scared.
myself out.
Yeah, but I've never been like genuinely like. It's always like a brief moment. Where I'm like, what was that? And then it's like, oh, that was that. You know what I mean?
Are you the type of person
I
that
haven't been like where I'm like really, really scared.
I've been like at my house at night, especially when I was younger. I hated being home alone, especially at nighttime because I wouldn't see anything. And I used to just pretend, like I used to make myself think other people were like in my house or I was hearing things, and like it was so scary.
I wish you'd be talking to people like, yeah, hey,
Dude, I would try to like, I turn.
Ollie, dude, what's going on? We're gonna go out tomorrow? Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah, dude, I'd put the TVs real loud. I'd turn all the lights
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Like, but I would see the black from because the door is a glass door in our back.
Oh, and it's just dark. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so you're
dark,
black,
so
yeah.
I would just think there's things staring in.
Yeah,
Stop touching your mic.
that's just me bumping my table. I'm sorry. Is it that loud?
Yeah,
I feel like it's not that loud on the recorder.
it's not.
Maybe it is.
But
I'm fidgety. I'm very fidgety right now.
so you talk to me about your ice
back
fishing
hurts.
process. I want to know because I don't fish on my own. How the hell do you do that? Because for me, one of the hardest things too is if it gets tangled, the line gets tangled,
Oh,
or
yeah.
when I'm
Oh,
reeling
yeah.
in, I never know when to stop reeling in. So I always like end up hitting the end of the pole, and then I have to like fix it. But like, do you get any like real like what do you do if you have you ever casted and then you just like hooked onto a tree or something?
Yeah. So I use braided line, which is very strong line.
Is that different?
So I
than
can
yours?
usually, yeah, it's like, it's just a very strong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a very heavy weight test. So if I get caught on something, I just fucking can rip it out of that stuff most of the time. The only bummer with that is when you really get caught, like you can't break the line. You have to
Yeah.
just cut it with like a knife or something like that. But
So that's-
95% of the time, you can just rip it through whatever. Which that does happen a lot. Like casting, I'll try to get close to shore and I'll be casting all the weeds and stuff.
Is braided line like a method you came up like something you used
Um,
with regular nylon?
It's used for certain things. I've just used it for that in a different way. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Do you have a system?
It's kind of a method that I've developed for blind, but I do use lighter line too for certain fish because you don't want like a really thick, heavy line.
That they'll see.
But that kind of fishing, I'm not really throwing a lure into like close to shore or anything like that. I'm just fishing for like panfish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then like ice fishing is completely different, where that's just you want to use like a really thin line and you're not really getting snagged on stuff. You're just dropping it down in the hole.
Dropping it down. That's why
Right.
I'm really curious about your regular fishing, because I'm a mess when I fish. Like, the first half of my life, I used to just be like, "Yo, cast it for me."
Yeah, so you have to like you have to really be conscious of your line and what's actually going on. So if I get snagged in something and I yank it out, and my lure goes flying like 20 feet, I know that there's a lot of line slack. So I literally hold the line right in front of my bail, or where the line like spools onto. So I wrap my hand around that line right there, and then like hold it loosely so I can still reel the line in. So it guides the line into the spool without it like having a bunch of slack and getting all tangled up. Because if you have all this slack going on and you go to reel in, it's gonna like reel in all the slack and create like these little knots and all this nasty shit, which you don't want to do.
That's what happens to me. Oh,
so you gotta like
system. Okay.
So you gotta like be conscious of that, and then like when you're reeling in, the more you do it, the more you know. Okay, I'm getting close to the end. You can feel it in your rod and know like, okay, I'm getting close to the end. And I hit my lure on the end every now and then, and I just grab the line and just yank it out like 6 inches, and then recast it.
Have you ever yanked it out of the brush or weeds and gotten caught on you?
Not really snag. No. I've hit myself with the lure, but not really like got me good.
I've had a hook go like through the
past
one
the barb,
flap of your thumb, and like come out the other side, like in the top.
Oh,
where it's like just in a little piece of your skin, and like if you ripped it out,
Did you cut the barb or did you pull it through?
I had to pull it through.
The trick there is you cut the barb off the end, and then oh my god, yeah.
Dude,
I hooked my buddy. Did I tell? I think I told the story where I hooked my buddy, right? Yeah,
No.
I told this. I did.
Did you?
I'm like 90% sure. Yeah. If not, just in case, I freaking was casting and snagged my buddy back of his head, like barbs in the back of his neck, fat dude. And then this is that thick braided line. I went to cast. It caught him so hard it broke the line off of the freaking lure into his head, and then they had to use pliers and rip that thing out.
Oh my god!
I felt bad. I felt real shitty.
Who had to use like him?
His brother, Mike, Dave and Mike. Mike just grabbed and Dave. Luckily, it was like the back of like that, the skin on the back of your neck, Yeah. So it's not that sensitive. He's like, just yank it. And he just freaking ripped it out. Poor Dave.
And then the next problem for me, dude, is once I catch the fish, I'm like, oh shit, dude, is this the type of fish that's like it has like the spikes or
teeth
like,
or not?
Is it chill?
Yeah.
Like, is it a pickerel?
Yeah, you gotta know your species so you know if you can grab that lure or not. Yeah.
Like, do you know what fish you have on, or it's just by what you're using, right?
Now I know. Where I fish, it's either a bass or pike.
Are they both kind of similar?
And those are very easy to recognize when you actually get your hands on the fish.
Does a pike have spikes?
If you can't put your finger anywhere near a pike's mouth.
Oof.
Its mouth is filled with like rows of teeth.
Oh man!
So you can't go in there. So you got to use pliers to get those out. But a bass is you can just grab it right by the lip and take the hook out and then let that little bug go.
Yeah, bass is chill.
Super chill. And the bass is like, that's easily recognizable where you pull that in and it's like half the time their mouth is open, they're trying to spit that lure.
Yeah.
So you just grab their lip. Mm-hmm.
Large mouth.
Large and small mouth, pretty much, but mostly I catch large. And then the pike are long and skinny and smell nasty.
Oh, they do?
Slimy. And you can just, those when you got a pike, yeah. And usually you can tell like when I'm fishing off a boat, when the fish is on, what if it's a bass or pike, like when it's just on the line, because pike will just sink down and go right down into the weeds and try to stay there. And then also when you get really close to the boat, they'll freak out and zip and go straight down again.
Right.
It's usually a pike. Bass, you can usually bring in, like, they'll be fighting the whole time, and then once they get in, they're pretty chill.
Top, right? They stay on the top of the water more.
Closer to the top, they'll be jumping off, jumping on the water.
That's wild. You had a fish jump out of water right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. And that one ate your spit, basically.
It was so strange. The one in the water, like, jumping out of the water was strange. I was like, what? Yeah.
It's like a sign or something.
And then the spit today, I mean, they were just going crazy last night, dude. They were biting off anything.
You just got to spit on
I
your
missed
hook,
three.
dude.
I missed 3 fish last night.
What?
I missed the first one. I was like, yeah, because the rubber frog can be tricky to set the hook. But yeah, they were biting, dude. They were biting.
Oh man,
good times though, dude.
It's good though.
I get a little scared out there sometime walking out, but then it's not that bad.
Yeah, once you
now I'm familiar. If it was like a new area, I might be a little more scared.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfamiliar, but I'm like pretty familiar with. It's like across the street from my house, across the road. So
yeah, you got your spot down and your space that you like.
Mm-hmm. More worried about falling in.
What's your favorite type of fishing? Is it this fishing?
This bass fishing. Yeah. Bass. Yeah.
Now, have you been ocean fishing?
I have I ever? A couple times with my buddy Brett. Excuse me. But
in Cali.
In Cali, yeah, right by like Catalina and stuff.
Oh, Catalina.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer, yeah. But now I would like to do like marlin or something like really big,
ooh,
tuna or something fishing would be crazy.
We should set that up.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a freshwater fish, so anything on freshwater, you know what I mean? I'm a freshwater fish, dude.
Fucking guy.
Fucking the ocean, there's too much to navigate. It's not something I can do solo.
No, definitely not. Ocean fishing, even off the shore, it's
maybe a sea kayak or something. Yeah, but it's like,
because
I'm not,
it's a lot of you kind of need sight too when you're ocean fishing off the shore. I noticed because a lot of the guys will just see when they have something. You can't really fit it. The weight is so heavy that you're using. I caught a shark. I think I said that. Yeah, like a thrasher shark. Thing wrapped up in the boat.
Thrasher shark. Yeah, it's intense. Yeah, there's a couple of times I definitely missed a lot of fish, not being able to see my line. You know, especially that's hard with ice fishing. Ice fishing is a lot of watching your line.
Okay, because you
so
set
I've missed a lot
too, right? Like you'll set up a couple pulls up.
The tip ups will be set up. Mm-hmm. But the line, the actual rod and reel, it's just one. Yeah, you got one going. Sometimes I'll have a second one just like to my side.
My hardcore buddies, they'll put like 4 pulls around the lake.
Yeah, those are probably the tip ups then. Yeah. You just a bunch of lines in the water. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can have 2. Each person in Michigan can legally have 2 tip ups and a. You can have 3 lines in the water.
Gotcha.
At one time. But yeah, that's ice fishing is kind of my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you take a boat out on the lake?
My little canoe, little tiny boat. Yeah.
Is it 1 or 2 person?
The canoe you can fit. We've had 3 adults on there. That's snug. And then I have this little tiny aluminum boat that is like 2 people. You're pretty snug on there. It's like this little John boat. It's like maybe, what is that thing? Maybe like 10 feet long by like 4 feet. Mm-hmm. No, 10 feet by like probably like maybe 5 feet wide. So this tiny like rectangular, super stable, but really tiny. I gotta get a bigger one so I can do. So when I have actual people over. I don't want one that Otter can be on there.
Yo, that'd be sick.
I've never tipped that canoe. I've tipped a canoe, but never in my canoe. I tipped a canoe. Me and my buddy were fishing at his grandpa's house at the time, and we were just cruising back on the canoe, and we were like just trying to go as fast as we could, so we're just like switching like left and right, like rowing, like you can like when you can hear the water start treading in the front, where it's like you like starting to make a little wake, it's going, and then we like start leaning, and the water starts like slowly coming over the edge of the right side of the canoe, and then all of a sudden the water starts going in, and we both like instinctively just hopped out of the canoe before it freaking went under. We just jumped out of the side and bailed.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's good times.
Oh, I don't think
Me
I've
and Mike
ever tipped in a boat. You know what's fun? I learned to fish at a camp for the blind too. Camp Marcella.
That's probably why you're fucking asking people to bait your hook for you, dude. I guarantee that's why.
That's definitely why.
You come to Dan camp, your ass is baiting your own hook, dude.
You should do that. That should be one of the activities at like the skate camp. You know?
I know. I want to get that going. I'm trying to get the freaking dock built, dude. Oh, it's been such a pain. I sent the wrong permit in.
Oh no!
That got returned, so I had to turn a different permit in.
Worked so hard on that, dude.
Oh my god, dude! And then I sent the permit in, the new one, and I forgot to put you have to put a check in with it. I forgot to put the check in.
So it got sent back.
So no, I'm like, I remembered. It hit me the next day. I'm just like chilling. I'm like, oh my god, we didn't put a fucking check in the thing. And I called and talked to some lady. I was like, can you tell her no? I'll put one in the mailbox today. So then I left the message the next day. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, dude.
It's so frustrating. You just can't
But
stop.
that was just my freaking idiot era of that stuff. But aside from that, it's just been a long process, and it's just the beginning, I think. But
it'll get there.
But I want the dock so we can walk right out to the across the street with the kids and go fishing and stuff. It'd be sick.
Yeah, that'll be sick. With the camp, you could do so many different like team building.
That would be dope. Yeah, I'd love it. That and shout out to Susan. Send me an email about calling me out on my Keep Pushing website.
Oh,
lack of information on there. I think it was Susan. Yeah. But
we need people like
she
that.
said she was going to donate too, and after, and then Aaron, another shout out to Aaron, emails.
Big shout outs. Thank you everyone for coming
in. For email. I think that was Aaron. Did you get that one? The guy from Ohio?
Yeah.
RP? Yeah. Yes. I think it was Aaron, right?
I think so. Aaron, yeah.
A couple shout outs there to the fans sending the emails. Greatly appreciate it.
We got someone wanting to they want to try and set up a adaptive skate comp in their area too. Saw that.
Yes, get that going. That's what I told him. You're on the right track. If you want to do it, freaking make it happen.
Got some more questions too.
Ooh, it's the 4 bad eyes. Questions from you guys.
Do you feel more comfortable in like a smaller space or a larger space?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
It's a great question. I personally, when it comes to being in a, kind of depends. If it's somewhere where I'm living, I want a nice open room, big.
Yeah, big open kitchen area, like open.
Tall
rooms.
Ceilings where your voice really carries, nice and loud. You can tell it's big in there. Cavernous.
Less things to run into.
Less things, but then like sometimes I like you feel comfortable in a small, like super comfortable in like a small room where you know where everything is. You know what I mean?
Like this, my studio I'm in right now. It's a
you can just turn around. Room. Oh, I know where my whatever is. Turn around, grab it. Bam,
yeah, because in those big rooms, even at like my parents' house, sometimes I get turned around. I'm like, where the hell am I?
Yeah, you'd be walking. Yeah, yeah. I get lost in my main foyer living room. I'll be walking, I'll end up at like the front door as opposed to fucking the closet that's like right to the left of it. Yeah, it's a good question though.
That is.
It's a great question. I guess bigger the better.
This is a pretty deep question. Has there been a time in your life where you've wanted to give up, and what was the tools or thought process you used to get through it?
Anthony, go ahead.
I've had plenty of times where I wanted to give up.
I want to give up right now. Stop it. Fuck this shit.
No, man, like even just those like daunting times of life where you hit those walls and like you feel like you're just getting punched left and right by life. You know, like for me, it was when my brother died, and then a couple months later, I find my mom at the bottom of the stairs. It's just like, dude, I moved back from California. I had no idea what I was doing in my life. I was just so lost, you know, and I was like, what the hell life sucks. Like, is there even a point of like trying to like figure this out? Not like give up on life, but like just, you know, go through the motions.
What am I doing here? What's going on?
Exactly. And like, I think one of the main things that keeps me from not giving up is like, giving up is not an option in my life. Like, just that alone is like, if I start to do nothing, I feel that and it affects me terribly. But I think a big thing that I've been fortunate in my life is the support system. You know, like, you are the only one that can get you out of that hole, but to have those hands waiting for you to help you like get up it's huge.
So having surrounding friends,
family,
true friends that are truly are looking out for the you know, your best interests, you know what I mean? Like people you can actually talk to and figure stuff out with, for sure, is a big help, because not everybody has family, you know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Not everybody has that support system.
Absolutely. And that's why, like, man, like another point, like a lower point, like less serious, I guess, was when I was going through all that wrestling shit, and like people would say you're faking your blindness, or like you have an unfair advantage. And and at the same time, I got accepted to the high school and then denied because I'm blind. And like that was just like, dude, I'm 14 years old. This is so unfair. Like, how is life like this? I can't go somewhere because of something I can't control. And I just like got so depressed, you know. And I think something then in my life that I put a lot of it into wrestling. Like, I put a lot of that like anger and fear and anxiety in like a positive outlet, you know, just training.
Yeah, I think how you handle rejection, this is a common like, I was watching a video on this, like how you handle rejection says a lot about you, and just your character. So like handling rejection in a positive way is a very important thing in life, because you're always going to face rejection throughout your lifetime. So like whether you let that stop you and let that mentally shut you down, and then you stop chasing whatever it is you're chasing, or you take that and you like accept it for what it is, and move forward in like a better direction, and think like, okay, I can't get that done maybe that way, but I'm going to try to figure out a different way that I can make this happen.
And I think that's kind of how, even just on a level like of being blind, that's how we figure out a lot of things. Because it's like we're still trying to get to the same endpoint, but our roadmap looks a little different.
Yes. 100%.
So we're kind of adapting to each situation too. Like,
yeah, that's what it is. It's adapting. That's kind of what I mean by that too, right? It's like, yeah, adapting to like some of the rejection and making it an actual pivot or a change in what you do and the way you chase your dream or do whatever it is you're doing. You know what I mean? Like actually making a change and then trying it again.
Right.
Either you give up or you make a change and you try it again, and then you might get rejected again. And either you give up or you make a change and try it again and keep going and going and going.
It's just like skateboarding.
And eventually you are going to figure it out. And then like being, really down point. Like, dude, I get bummed out all the time, but like for me, it's having something in my life like skateboarding. Where like I've been fucking depressed and super shitty the last 2 weeks. I have a rolled ankle. I haven't been able to skate, and mentally I wake up every morning feeling like shit and just bummed out. But I know that, okay, I'm just gonna get better, and I've been through this a million times before, where I'm bummed out, I'm hurt, I can't do it. And like mentally, I think like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck is the point of life? In some days, I'm over it. And then like, I can finally skate and I go skating and I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine.
Yeah, that.
And I think it's half doing something physical. Absolutely. Is really what it is for me. Is like fucking getting a sweat on and pushing myself physically and making my muscles fatigue and mentally strained. And then I feel like, oh, okay. Because we're animals, dude. We need to be challenged in some way. We need to run around and do shit. We can't just sit inside and do nothing all day. That doesn't do anything for you. You're going to be depressed if you do that.
That speaks to me so much because when I get hurt, I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed if I'm hurt.
Yeah, we're not built to fucking do nothing.
But you learn every time through the hurt. It's like it ends. And you get past it.
And it doesn't even have to be something crazy. You can just go walk.
Yeah.
Like walk for 2 hours, an hour. You know what I mean? Walk 5 miles.
Clear your head.
That seems crazy, but it's not. Like we're meant to be moving around during the day. Do that, and then you feel so much better.
That's a great point. I want to, like, if you don't want to talk about this, it's fine. Just go over it. But for me, a point that I see in your life where I don't know what I would do is when you were going through your
lost my thumb.
Nah, you're too young to give a shit.
Oh, my shoulder. I've been leaning on my shoulder. Oh, my God. Oh, that's that noise, dude. Sorry, go ahead. What time in my life?
I just look up to you for this point where you're losing your sight. You had your kid unexpected, and all this shit's happening. You're splitting up with your girl. You don't even have skateboarding at that point. Like, was your son kind of what got you through that?
Yeah, focusing on being able to be in my kid's life, and support him. That was the focus at that point.
So really,
that was it.
It's not you don't have time to dwell on this shit. You have to
mentally I was just focused on school and all that shit.
Just getting better and being what he needs you to be.
Doing that, and like it was a whirlwind, dude. I was like, also I was separated from my son, so I had all this free time that I wasn't used to. So I'm like just going out and like drinking and partying.
Just filling it with these voids.
Just having fun with friends and stuff like that. Like living back in Michigan again, being separated from my kid and living like I'm freaking 21 again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was like 22 at that point or some shit.
That's wild.
So I filled it with half working towards getting closer to my son, and then half just bullshit of just. I had some of the best times with my buddy Mike, dude. Me and Mikey Martin fucking shredded it up, dude. We had
what did you have?
But then he moved. He realized like, oh, my life. I need to get my fucking shit in order because we were just doing, we were just fucking around half the time.
Yeah,
but he wasn't really going. Yeah, he wasn't really going to school. And then he realized. Oh, then he went to engineering school, and he moved away up to northern Michigan.
Did that kind of hit you? Like, okay, maybe I should focus more too.
No, I was already.
Oh, okay.
What time was this? Yeah, I was already focused. Yeah, I was already doing my school shit. Yeah.
And the partying slowed down.
Yes, I mean somewhat. This is like all the same time. I mean, I was partying, but I was still going to school full time.
Okay.
But
so, yeah, you still had
by spare time, I mean like I didn't have to come home and take care of a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which I was used to just being 24/7 dad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I would come home from work and be taking care of my son. So like in my eyes, I had like a whole other fucking like day to like fill. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No, it's like when you. It's like for someone when they quit doing something that was taking up so much of their time, they don't know what to do. Like you have to find more things.
Yeah, you gotta find more things. Yeah.
You gotta stay busy.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You know what I mean? It really did suck, but then like when I look back, like no, it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. The stress level was intense of trying to figure out stuff with my son, but like I still had a good time with my friends and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I met Heather too, my now fiance.
She's Heather Foxtrot.
Heather Foxtrot. Whoa, don't call that out, dude. She doesn't want any followers.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just joking. I think my right. Oh my god, my shoulder, dude. I can't
Was
even.
that? Did that just crack?
No, I don't even know what that is. I can't lift my right arm. I'm trying to lift it. It hurts.
What's wrong?
I'm in this. I gotta get a better setup, dude. I got like my table to the right of me, and I'm like parallel to the table. So like my right arm is just leaning on the table the whole time. So I was just leaning the whole time.
I'm setting you up. I'm bringing soundproofing. We're gonna put a couple panels up.
Yeah, it sounds too echoey.
We're gonna have fun.
Can I get a swing in here? Can I be on a swing when I do my podcast?
Get a yoga swing. One of those yoga
with a mic that comes down from the ceiling.
We could do that.
That would be sick. This is old age, dude. This crap doesn't happen when you're younger.
Dude.
You can lean on your arm for 4 hours, and it might feel like a little bit for like maybe 10 seconds. But when you're 34, if you lean on your arm for 20 minutes, you then cannot lift it.
Dude, it sucks. I even noticed the difference between 24 to 27, like my body.
Dude, my shoulders have been bothering me a lot lately.
And I practice judo is all throws, so I'm getting slammed. And normally you're practicing on these mats that are called tatami mats, and they're judo mats, so they're a little like springier.
I know tatami.
Yeah. So you know tatamis.
I grew up with tatami. I keep hitting my mic. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's
okay.
Tatami mats. So yeah, they're springy.
Yes, they're springy and like slick. So I'm practicing on wrestling mats, and they're hard and stiff and not slippery. So
slippery sounds bad for your knees, dude. They can blow a fucking knee out.
No, you want them to have a little slide so you can do foot sweeps and stuff.
Oh,
so it's actually it's worse when it's stickier because your foot can get stuck and your knee twists.
Okay.
And it's just the
tatami had it figured out.
Brutal, dude. Like my tailbone was bruised from.
So it's not as padded as a wrestling mat?
as a tatami mat. The wrestling mat's stiffer and harder, with like less absorb.
Oh, you've been practicing on the wrestling. Okay.
Yes, because my club is a half wrestling, half judo.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're not made for like doing throws like
not
judo
like that.
is.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
oh my god! Tell him to get a tatami section, dude.
I'm trying to get a sponsor. I'm trying to get someone to send us some tatamis.
Jeez, yeah, tatami. Tatami hit my boy up.
Yeah, come on, tatami.
Tatami's probably long dead, about 500 years ago. No,
no, dude, they're out there strong.
Well, I'm saying tatami, the name.
Oh.
The man who created. I'm assuming tatami is a name. I'm
assuming he's the creator.
That might just mean pad. I don't know
in Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
We have like crash mats, but we rarely use them.
Like big thick ones.
Yeah, like the big padded ones. So you just throw down. We'll use those for like the end of practice when we do like a throw line. So it's
when you
it's a minute straight, and everyone just keeps coming at you, and you have to keep throwing them. It's insane, dude. God. So I've been training a lot of judo.
That's how
lately.
I fuck my back up doing that.
Yeah, I've been training a lot of judo lately. Getting ready for nationals.
Nationals, dude, in a couple weeks.
It'll be the day after, the day before this comes out.
Day before this comes out.
Yeah, next weekend. I leave on Thursday.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I leave Thursday too.
Oh, going on tour.
This Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when I leave. 19th
to the 30th, you going?
Mm-hmm.
Grand Rapids first.
Grand Rapids, Chicago, Wisconsin, and Minneapolis.
Ooh. Have you been to any of those?
Minneapolis a bunch of times. Wisconsin? Have I been to Wisconsin? No, not skating. In Chicago, I skated Chicago as a kid a long time ago.
Chicago's got a lot of spots, right?
And I've actually never been to Grand Rapids. Haven't even been there yet in Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm actually really stoked to go there.
I think that's where Kalis is from.
At home of Mr. Josh Kalis, legendary skateboarder.
That's right. I rock his shoes now.
I hope I get to shred with him, crossing my fingers. Premier, I believe, is the name of the shop out there.
Yeah, I saw them tag you.
Yes. That's going to be freaking sick. Yeah, I can't... Like I said, I've been fucking bummed out, not being able to do anything. And I just can't wait to be back.
Can you
with the
take me
boys in the
through?
van, dude?
Can you take me through? I'm so interested, like, what a tour looks like the whole day, like daily. I know you're skating a bunch.
Yeah.
So,
it's like,
are you in a van, a bus? Like, how does this work?
usually a big van. So this time it'll be like at least 10 people. I think it grows to like 15, just skaters. And then like that's just skaters, and then there's like a couple of filmers, photographers, a couple other people from ADIDAS. So the group can be like pretty big with ADIDAS. So it'll be like 20, 30 people sometimes.
In one van?
So no. So you have multiple vans at that point.
Okay.
So then you got to pick your van. Like, okay, do I want to be in the rowdy van where it's just going to be music blaring and drinks going, or do I want to be in the chill van? Which van? So you got to figure out where you want to be. Then you got to pick your seat in the van. Do you want to be close front? You don't have to crawl all the way in the back every time. There's benefits to both. So you got to kind of, once you pick your spot in the van, that's kind of your spot. So it's
For the whole trip?
For the whole trip, yeah, pretty much.
So you got to pick really carefully.
Mm-hmm. You got to be conscious of that. And then obviously, like the legendary dudes, they get first dibs. You know what I mean? You can sit where the fuck you want. And then, then it's just like, first day is usually pretty chill. Usually hit a spot or two, and then like next day will be like an actual event. You know what I mean? So you wake up, everyone will get together. We'll usually coffee run, get some like, either it's like a quick bite to eat or we're going to breakfast, and then you do like an actual event. So whether it be like go to a skate shop, go to a skate park, demo-y thing or something like that. Most of the time we go to like a warm-up spot before that, so you can get your legs warmed up, because the events usually aren't until like 3-4 o'clock. So you'll go like skate a couple spots before the event, and then go to the event, and then either hit a spot after that, or you just go to dinner. So there's always like usually a group dinner every night where everybody fucking chills, hangs out, and.
Does everyone typically go to those,
nice.
or does anyone like break off, do their own thing?
No, typically, yeah. Everyone goes to the dinners usually.
That's rad. So it's
unless you're getting deep into a trip where it's like you're like 10 days in, like I'm just gonna chill tonight. I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
Then you can just chill. But every night, everyone's going to dinner because usually like a nice spot. With ADIDAS, it's like a nice fucking dinner spot. Hooking it up, and
how many like?
And you walk into most places and they're just like, "Are you guys in a band?" Because it's like you know, it's like fucking usually like 10 dudes or something like that.
And you're all like dressed in similar gear, probably.
Yeah, like what do you guys do? Yeah, it's kind of funny. But.
Do you have to? Is there like a uniform you guys have to rock, like, or just wear a
uniform?
Not uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like a team shirt or something. I don't fucking know.
No, dude, not at all. You can wear whatever you want. Obviously, I can't be wearing Nike, but
they probably want you wearing Adidas. Just shoes, at least.
You gotta have Adidas.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be just to be respectful to the brand. Yeah, of course, always have Adidas on. But like clothing, it doesn't matter as long as it's not like a conflict.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering because for me, I've never been on any of those, and for me, the judo trips are so different.
Oh, you guys are wearing Team USA and shit?
See, I'm like the one person that like, I don't know. I never fit the mold per se, I guess. So I never rocked like the full get-ups. Like I kind of always did my own little twist of things. Because it's not like, you know, everyone kind of is on the beat of their own drum. Those trips. People, it's very scattered. Like everyone does their own thing, kind of. They try to like group you together, but it doesn't work out ever.
Do you ever do like a team dinner and shit like that?
Yeah, we try.
Where it's paid for and stuff, or no?
Yeah, there's a few.
A couple here and there.
Yeah, there's like in Tokyo. This was really cool. We were in Japan, and we had like a camp there, like a week camp. And one night we went out. They reserved a place like upstairs, and it was like this we did like karaoke and shit, like we brought the food in there and drinks and stuff. It was fun, but it's hard like getting that many, especially that many blind people, because there's so many different on the spectrum, and it just gets it's hard when there's that many people. It's like freaking trying to herd sheep.
But Wait, do you guys you have to use the? I mean, obviously you wear the uniforms when you're competing. You have your.
Yeah, so there's kids that just live in Team USA gear. And I can't do that. Like, I end up, like, giving my stuff away.
Which is cool if you're,
it's
like,
really
you're into
cool.
it.
Yeah,
You're
exactly. Exactly.
But, yeah, I wouldn't be living on Team USA gear.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool,
That's
though.
funny.
Especially, like, in other countries. Like, I'm not trying to stick out like a sore thumb, man.
Yeah, I'm right. Like, it's like a track jacket.
Yeah, it's literally
Team
like
USA.
a freaking podium outfit. Like,
yeah.
And then they give you a bunch of other stuff, but it's
dude,
cool.
Some sick sunglasses, dude. Those
they do.
I
Well,
want
that's
those
the thing.
glasses, dude.
When you go to like Pan Ams and stuff like that, like the Pan Am Games, they have like Nike sponsors that, and like what's
sick.
the Oakley sponsors it too. So like you get all these sick custom things for that. So like those things are sick.
Damn, your Tokyo one reminds me. Adidas does a. When I went, they rent a boat, and you go on the boat on like the river, and it's a karaoke boat. So everyone sits down, and then you get sushi at first, and like just drinks galore, and then it's just karaoke boat, dude.
So funny,
so much fun, dude. Me and Paul talk about that all the time. I can't wait for the next karaoke trip.
The best part is like you had to pick songs you already knew because no one could read the lyrics.
Oh god, I didn't do it last. I didn't karaoke a song last time. Did I?
You didn't?
No, I didn't. I wasn't ready. Yeah.
Dude.
Now I know though. I know what I'm doing.
You gotta get all those country jams.
No, Cheeseburger in Paradise. That's what I'm doing.
There you go.
Can't wait.
Jimmy. Speaking of music, I released my song.
COVID Train? Is that what it's called?
Train is
COVID
out
Train!
across all platforms. It was a very scary feeling putting that out to the world. I felt like I was naked.
Yeah, no need to be scared. That's exciting. Yeah.
I know. But it's just, dude, it's a whole other feeling of like vulnerability, you know? Because like you care so much about your music. And for me, it's really hard to write stuff because this, like, I'm working on this, kind of boosted my creative flow and kind of helped me like put it. This has been years. Like I've been saying for like the last 3 years, I need to put a song out. And I finally did it because I've been so like scared or whatever. And after I did it, it was like, oh, it's done. Now I just want to keep doing this. You know, like I'm ready to start writing music and just putting it out and not even caring.
The quality was freaking really good, man. I was stoked on it.
And it was crazy because it was one take, just one take, no editing. And I even sent it to a mixer, and they were like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, nobody just laughed.
Let's let this ride. So that's cool. COVID Train, wherever you listen to music, go download it, listen to it, put it on repeat. I think I get like 0.0005 of a cent every play.
Oh, on like social media
Spotify
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Spotify.
It's on TikTok, and you can make videos to it.
Yeah, and you can buy it on iTunes.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's where I got it.
Well, thanks, doggy.
iTunes.
Yeah, so.
COVID Train, and you're working on the next single, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
When are you coming out with the LP, dude?
That's what I'm working on.
No, the EP, the extended
EP.
play. Bro.
I'm gonna do an EP, I think, of like 6 or 7 songs.
What's longer, EP or LP? LP?
LP's longer.
Yeah, and we come with the LP, dude.
LP's like
play.
a full album, I think. Long play. Yeah, long play, right?
That's what it means. Yeah, extended play, long play. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what those actually mean, but I know that's what that means. If you know what I mean.
Wait, I was gonna LP, EP.
Extended play. You're gonna work on. You're working on some 6-single release, 6-track release.
6-track release, and then that's what I was gonna say. I got someone who's gonna produce my album, and he's blind, which is awesome.
Is his name? Hang on.
His name's Vinny.
His name's Vinny? Okay.
Yeah. He's from New York.
Vinny. You know, Vinny from fucking Vinny from the Bronx. Vinny?
I think that's pretty special though, to have like the blind homie working on it. Who's been doing music forever, and he has like a whole studio at his house, like crazy studio with like millions of instruments and different.
Him and Jimmy Iovine, dude. Jimmy Iovine, son.
Who is that?
Jimmy Iovine.
I remember that name. Who the hell is that?
He's an insane producer, like.
Didn't he do like
Dr.
Eminem
Dre,
stuff?
Eminem.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking no
Jimmy
doubt, like
Crackcorn.
Jimmy, like, no doubt, like, anybody could fucking imagine. Yeah. Insane. Yeah. Jimmy, yeah, Vinny IV, they call him. They call him Vinny IV. No, that is cool. Another blind person producing the album is sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. And then, what else?
Is he going to be in the studio with you? Or are you going to send it to him? Or are you
No,
to
I'm gonna go to his spot, and he was like, "I want to, like, no one's challenging you. I want to like dig that stuff out of you, basically. Like he wants to like grab them like soul and pain and shit out of me. Like that's kind of what you need in the music like world. You need someone to really push you.
Yeah. Anything in life, yeah. You gotta push. You
And
gotta keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
You know what I mean? You gotta keep pushing. Incorporated.
Donate.
Keep pushing INC. Donate now.
Oh, someone asked when are the Braille stickers coming out because they really want them.
Braille stickers?
Did you say something about Braille stickers on the last podcast?
I said that Real is working on Braille stickers for the board size.
Okay,
so when you grab a Real board off of the wall in your local skate shop, it will have a sticker on it that in Braille says the size.
Do you know when that's going into effect?
I don't know. I do not know. We're still working.
I did help.
It's not 100%. We've been working on it. We're trying to make it cost effective. Will it happen? Most likely, yes. But yeah,
that's right.
We'll make it work. Yeah, Braille stickers though. There should be.
We should get 4 Bad Eyes Braille stickers.
We should. Where it just says, number 4. Yeah, I wonder how you would do that.
Question here.
You have to do it FOU. Hit me with a Q.
Is it easier to go frontside or backside for you? It depends, right? It's a really depending question.
Yeah, it for me, frontside is easier on the ledge because my cane is in my right hand, my left hand is reaching in front of me. But I have been skating backside quite a bit.
Do you ever skate with your cane in your front hand?
No, I don't. Nah. I don't switch it around.
What about when you skate
I don't
switch?
find the need to. Because I just reach behind me or whatever.
When you
it's
skate
definitely
switch
different.
too?
Yeah, no, there's no really need to.
Because mine's always in my front hand.
You always want it in your front? See, I don't always need it in my front.
Okay.
I just kind of just cross over and reach in front of me. But, yeah, that's just me. You're goofy though, right?
Yeah.
Justin's goofy or no?
I don't know.
Yeah, Justin's goofy too.
Is he?
So he's always right hand. So I don't know.
hand,
Actually, that's an interesting question if that makes a difference. Because I'm used to the right hand, everything front side for me. And I'm used to just reaching in front of me, like skating gaps. I reach my backhand, my right hand, my backhand out far in front of me across my body.
And that doesn't throw you off, like your balance?
Yeah, a little bit, but you kind of, I get used to it all. But
yeah.
A little bit, but not. No, I mean not as much as it would throw me off having my cane in my left hand. Would be insane.
Really? Just throw your balance off, right?
Not balance, but my perception of feeling when things are coming up. Because I don't use my left hand with my cane at all, so it's way off. You know what I mean? It just feels, I can't tell like. As opposed to when I feel something in my right hand, I can have a pretty good idea of how far it is from me, feeling it with my cane. As opposed to my left hand, if I feel something come up, it's harder to judge how far that thing is.
I have a question for you, for myself, because it actually hit me a couple days ago. The more people I skate with and stuff, like sighted, I actually noticed how technical you are. It actually fucking blows my mind. Like, you're more technical than most sighted people I know, like that just skate, for a hobby and stuff, but skate a lot.
That's my bread and butter, baby.
No, I know, and I want to understand, because your kickflips and shit, like, you can land them on a dime, basically. Like, you have them so down. And for me, like, a heel flip, for example, because that's my kickflip at the moment. I can land them like...
When are you going to land the fucking kickflip?
I can land like 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 heel flips right now, right?
Solid, yes.
And I want to know how I get to that confidence that you have, where you're like, you're just flipping it and you know it's going to be there almost every time. like, is that literally just from doing it over and over?
Do 100 a day.
Even
Land 100 a day.
And are you analyzing anything when you're doing them? Like, when you miss one, are you like, okay, that was wrong on that?
Yeah, you're making a little mental note. Yeah, a little bit here. Nothing like too. You can't think too much about it because you're not really going to be able to think that much about it. It's gonna crowd your memory bank because you're gonna miss a bunch of them. So you can't just think, oh, that was wrong. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. Next thing you know, I can't do them. They feel wrong. They feel wrong. Yeah. No, it's when you feel a good one, let it sink in. Okay, that was proper.
Okay.
And then go again. And then go again. And then go again. Ooh, that was proper. And that feeling of that good feeling you get, that fucking dump of dopamine or whatever the fuck it is.
When you land on bolts.
That's what that is doing the work for you mentally and physiologically of like, whew, okay, that was proper. That's what you're chasing. And you do that again and again and again and again and again. And those when you land bolts, eventually your brain your brain and your body will realize what you need to do to make that happen. So you get that fucking dopamine boost and you get that dump. Like your body will figure it out after a while.
Is there a point where
that's repetition of doing it again?
Is there a point where we're like, okay, I have these down enough to where I'm gonna try doing these off like a ledge or off a stair? Or
did that just kind of? Yeah. The more comfortable you feel it, it's like think about when you first started skating, and you looked at the ledge to do a frontside 50-50 for the first time. You're like, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can skate ledges.
Yeah, right? I'll never forget the day you taught me a 50-50.
And then the day I taught you the 50-50, from there on out, now think about when you approach a ledge now. You at the airport the one time where you just, I'm going to just hop on this ledge. That's just repetition and getting more comfortable with doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I do.
A year ago, you were fucking, I can't skate a ledge. And then once you do it, a bunch of times, now you know that you can do a 50-50. And then you build up from there and you're like, okay, I'm going to do a board slide. Okay, I'm going to do a 5-0. Okay, I'm going to do a nose grind. Eventually, once you do those a bunch of times, that's going to feel just as comfortable as that 50-50 grind or stall.
Okay. And how long?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, did it take
heel
time?
That heel flip's going to feel as comfortable as backside nose slides do for you.
Okay.
Just the more you do it, because like you do it more and more, you get comfortable, and then pretty much you're going to be able to like have so much control over your board and that heel flip that like, okay, I'm going to be able to pop this when I want to. So when I approach this ledge or like 3-stair, 4-stair, 5-stair, you're going to know, okay, I know that when I pop this board and I do a heel flip, it's going to hit my feet. I'm going to catch it. Because you've done it so many times that your body just does the right movement where it's like, okay, the board's going to come up and smack my feet, and all I got to do is put it down.
Oh, that feeling when you catch in the air, there's like no other, dude.
Yeah, you can get those. You'll do that like over gaps and stuff too, where it's just like catch, and all I got to do is put it down.
And I noticed that when I'm practicing one trick a lot each time I go and skate, the ones that I used to be better at almost, and I'm not practicing those anymore, they're harder to get. You notice that?
Oh, that's the fucking... That is the curse of skateboarding of like, dude. Oh, I gotta practice this all the time to have it? This fucking sucks, dude.
It's not like riding a bike.
No, it's not.
You have to stay brushed up, dude. Like,
that's why you gotta have your tricks that you do, and then you'll find that there's a handful for the average skateboarder. There's a handful of tricks that become your quote unquote bag of tricks that you can do all the time on whatever you want. That's why like Jamie Foy is known for his front crooks.
Right.
He can front crook fucking anything.
Yeah.
He could probably front crook nollie flip El Toro now.
They said he front crooked El Toro like first try, I think it was.
He did it first try. But now he's doing a bunch of front crook nollie flip out of like on crazy shit. So like that's kind of like one of his tricks where he has so dialed and he's done it so many fucking times he can take it anywhere, anytime. he could take a week off of that trick and then be fine with it the week later. So there's going to be those handful of tricks for most skaters, and then there's those freaks who can just do everything all the time.
Yeah, those people discourage.
But
Can't compare.
But yeah, you'll find like you'll get like your tricks, and usually it's the ones that like it'll probably be your heel flip, right?
Yeah, and like my front 180, I'm confident to do on anything.
Yes.
I know
yes.
that's not like a technical.
Yeah, it'll get more advanced for you as you go, but like it might become like a frontside flip or a front heel or a back heel.
That's
where,
what
like,
I want to try.
You kind of find your tricks that for whatever reason you really like. Cause it
like my varial
really
heel
good.
is becoming that.
Yeah, your varial heel is gonna be your fucking go-to, where you'll be able to like varial heel 5-0.
Yeah.
Fucking varial heel gap. Very heel nose slide, big spin, big heel nose, all that kind of stuff.
All right, so this is actually really motivating because I was getting pretty discouraged. I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna just lock in this stuff, but it's just countless hours, just like how wrestling and judo was learning those moves.
It's years.
Yeah. Did you
5-10 years? Dude.
Did you have to relearn the kickflip like when you started skating again, or did you kind of have that dialed in pretty
blind?
quickly?
Yeah, I had to relearn everything pretty much. I mean, to a certain extent, I had to relearn how to be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
With landing on down gaps, I'm still not comfortable with it.
Do you kickflip gap? You did in your part, right?
I did smaller gaps. Yeah, okay. My next part I have a bigger kickflip, not a gap actually.
That's what's up.
It's yeah, gaps is a whole other story. Of flip tricks down gaps is like super scary and sketch. But I know that the more I do it, the more comfortable. Because there was a time last summer when I had my kickflips dialed in, where I could go I could kickflip 2-stair, 3-stair without being scared at all. But
because
if I were
you knew you had it.
Yeah, if I were to do that right now, I'd be kind of scared. I'd be pretty scared. Like a 3-stair, I'd be scared to kickflip, which is like so chill and basic for the average skateboarder, but like scary right now. But there was a time where that felt chill, and then that's when I did it on a bigger gap, like an actual like what I would consider a legitimate gap for a blind skateboarder.
Yeah, the scariest thing for me on the gaps, like just even hearing you talk about it, and when I try and do like some sketchy gap stuff, and like even when there's a rail on the side or something, like I was trying the other day in Brooklyn, not seeing the landing and when you have to bail is the scariest fucking feeling in the world.
Yeah, you gotta just like keep your knees bent and just absorb it and just take it. Yeah. You don't know when the land is coming,
and you don't know if you're gonna like, dude. I've fallen just trying to 50 a ledge or something, and my board fell first, and then my foot fell on my board.
That happens a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's the sketchy shit. That's how I rolled my ankles. I landed on my board and slipped off my nose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sketch.
Oh, man. Well, keep your balance, folks. This is
balance your life, balance your chi.
Balance your life, yes. That's the theme of this podcast, balance.
Balance, baby. Yep.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for everyone's questions, too, guys. That really helps us. Please keep sending them in. Keep listening. Keep sending us your thoughts. And
sorry for all of my loud mic. I'm very fidgety tonight.
Oh, it's okay. We
apologize.
Donate to Keep Pushing INC.
Yeah, go to keep fundraiser fundrazer.com. You can go to my Instagram profile link, or I did a post on Facebook as well. Hit that link and go and send some money to build a skate park for the vision impaired and blind.
Make this vision become real.
Make this vision tangible. Yes.
Yes, we're getting. It's getting closer, right?
We're getting closer. We're getting very close.
It's gonna happen.
Not very close, but we're getting close.
It's happening. We're making it happen. I feel it too, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited for you. So, stay tuned. See you next Sunday.
Yes. Keep pushing.
One love.
Oh, I'm gonna go pee really quick and I'll be right.
Keep pushing, and one love from 4 Bad Eyes.